Hello everyone. Today I decided to make a little short video because I'm really tired of doing this, but I have to because I have to do one video per day, and also I'm here to teach you JavaScript, how to code JavaScript the hacky way. Okay, today we're going to do our first little hack. Kinda, it's it's nice little hack. So I'll give you an example. Here I am on projecteuler.net. It's a fun little website for solving uh, some programming challenges. And yeah, this website has sign in and everything. So let's say, for example, that I want to go on a different computer and I want to put my website, my password again. So username and password and everything. But unfortunately, I forgot my password. Uh, so let's see. Um, so the password is here, right? Let me see. If I copy Vincent Villiquang, okay, that works. If I copy the password, can I copy the password? Nope. See, I do copy paste. Copy. You cannot copy. Of course, it's a password. You know, you cannot do stuff like this. But what can you do? So today I'm going to show you some little trick to extract a password that you forgot from a browser that saves it. So let's say, what was my password? Let me try to inspect. I think if you followed my previous video, you know what inspect does. It goes into the exactly where the thing is, and then so it shows the HTML of the page, and this is basically your little item input. I mean, it says a lot of stuff, but it doesn't show my password, unfortunately. But you notice that it has some properties. So for example, you have ID equals password. So maybe we can access this item by ID. Document get element by ID password. Aha! It's a little item right there. Okay. Since we found it, let's put it in the variable. Pass field equals document get element by ID password. Okay, pass field. So now, what can we do with this? Well, there's many things you can do. But first of all, let's just alert pass field value. And here is my password. It was mot de passe. Very difficult to guess, right? Because it's actually the French word for password. You would never, I would never be able to remember it. But yeah, this is my password, mot de passe. So let's just test it out. Okay, let's write it here, mot de passe. Okay, now I paste it here, up, and put the confirmation code, which is 99250. Sign in. Yes, it worked. So that was the right password. So now I can go on a different, let's say a different browser. Let me try Firefox. Firefox open. Okay, yeah. Oops, this is Firefox. projecteuler.net. Alright, sign in. So here there's no password completion, but I know my password. Mot de passe 66611. Sign in. Oh yeah, see, So this is kind of a neat trick to in case you forgot your password. There are other things that you can do here. Let's say, what was our field? Var field? Pass field, right? Pass field. Pass field is undefined. That's because, once you refresh the page, all your little variables are lost. So we're gonna have to look for it again. Go up, go up, go up. Okay, here, pass field. Okay. So the other thing you could have done is see this type password. That's the reason why the whole thing is hidden right here. But you could simply have done pass field type equals nothing. Oh, see, now it shows the password right in there magically. Let's go back to hiding it. So, I mean, it's a little bit complicated, to find this thing right here. Like you have to right click, you have to inspect, and everything, and then you have to figure out, okay, what is the ID, and what if there's not even an ID? It's possible that this was omitted. So what can you do for that? Well, it's actually not a problem. I'm gonna show you something new right now. Let me see. Input, does it work? Okay. So sometimes it's single, sometimes double. But anyway, so so you have this thing called dollar sign. Dollar sign is a selector. I don't know why there's like two of them. Okay, so single dollar sign is a single selector, and double dollar sign is a double selector. So if I do single input, what do I get? I get the first input, but I wanted the second one. And there is a way to know what is the second one. So if I do dollar sign input, and then what is particular about this thing? It is a type so a field with a type password. So I can search any attribute which is an input, right? So those two are inputs, okay? So it's an input, right? But also the type, it's not text. The type should be password. So this is how you do it. Within this little string right here, you open the brackets, and inside you're gonna say type equals password, right? And exactly you find the okay. Let me clear. Okay, you found exactly what you were looking for. So what can we do next? Next, we can do. Oh, wait. Copy this. So you just do type equals this. There you go. And this is going to work. You don't have to right click and then go into there. I mean, it's gonna work. I mean, it's gonna change the type of the first field that is a password into a type text or type nothing. So let me put it back. If I do this, is this gonna work? No, it does not work. Guess why? Because there's no longer an input with type password. I just changed it. So the type has changed. So how can I do that? I have to go back again to my previous field thing. Pass field, right? Type equals password. Okay. So this little thing right here, yeah, it's a selector, and this used to be something called jQuery, but I think now it's standard for all of JavaScript. So you have the little dollar sign. Double dollar sign means you get all of them, so you can grab all the input into an array, right? Good. And then you can what can you do? Yeah, so basically you can actually iterate through all of them and then do you bidding on them. So I'm gonna show you something a little bit more, I guess. Let's talk about for loops. So we have this. This is our array of input. Inputs equals input. So I want to iterate through all of them. So this is how I do. For var I equals 0, I is smaller than input's length, I per plus. Let's just do console log I. That way I can show you what this does. So basically it just makes I go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then yeah, that's it. It stops input's length equals 5, but it stops before 5. And what this allows us to do, let's go back here, inputs I, it helps us access every single element. So at position 0 I have this element, at position 1 I have this element, at position 2 I have this element, at position 3 I have this element, at position 4 I have this element. So what we could have done is actually turn every time you see an input with a password, you can just change it. So inputs, if the inputs of I, the type, is a password, you can change it to normal. Input I type equals normal. There you go. So you could have done actually, it would be interesting. What if I change all of them? What happens? I mean, you gotta be curious sometimes, huh? Oh! So, like the Leo remember me, it was a checkbox, but now I turn it into a text field. The sign in was a button, and it turns into a text field. Huh, what can I do with this? What if I turn them all into passwords? Oh, see? All of them are passwords now. Or I can turn them all into buttons. See, this is fun, right? It's a little bit useless, but it's fun. This is a button? How come it's yellow? Yeah, it is a button. I think it's yellow because it has this autocomplete. This is the feature of Google Chrome. It makes everything autocomplete yellow. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Did I record? Yeah, I think I did. Oh, I forgot. We had a little exercise last time that I was asking you to do. Ah, yeah. So we had the picture of Taylor Swift, and I asked you how can you keep resizing it like crazy. We don't have to do it with Taylor Swift, but I'm gonna show you exactly the same thing with this little box right here. Let's see. What is this box? Because it's this nice little box right here that I would like to. It's a form? Huh. Well, I guess this will work because it does have a width. So what is the name? Okay, how can I get this one? Form. I can just do form, right? Form. Yes, there's only one form. And let's try to see if I can change the width. Yes. Okay, so last time the little exercise I gave you was just keep resizing the same item constantly. And I was already gave you the kind of like the template. Basically, you just had to do something like this. 100. And this is what you do. So here, if I set it to 200, it's only going to be 200. So how can I make it like keep changing? Well, I have to make math random, right? But math random is only going to be between 0 and 1. So I want to make it a little bit more visible. So I'm going to do between 0 and 200. So 200 times math random. Also notice one thing. Here I don't need parentheses because well, 200 times math random, that takes precedence over plus. So that's why I didn't need to put parentheses here. Um, if uh, if I had something, if the syntax was something like this, for example, and I had to do this action before multiplying, then I would have to put parentheses between here and here. But here I don't have to. Although sometimes just to be more clear, it's nice to have parentheses. So I'm gonna put them anyway. Okay. Oh, oh. Clear interval. Okay. So notice this little error and notice the little counter here. That's because I made a mistake. Um, and because of this mistake, it kept repeating over and over because there was this set interval. And then that's why there was this number keep increasing. So I caused 100 errors. It's okay, no worries. We can remedy that. So what was the problem? This is not defined. So I can do this, but not inside a set interval. That's new. I didn't know that. Okay, I'm gonna put this into a variable then. Jesus. Okay, form. Good. Erase. Now let's go back here. Okay, this was our code before, right? So now we have a variable form. I can just do this now. Ah, see? Keep getting resized. Of course, the inside doesn't get resized because I mean it's just the outside div. Yeah, I don't really know the structure of this thing. It depends on the structure. This would also move around the content, but in this case, it doesn't. It's just the outside that goes a little bit crazy. Let me clear interval 9. So when you do set interval, it returns a number, and then you can just do it clear interval to stop it. Basically, stop this thing from running like constantly. Oh, I just wanted to change it to 600 to make it more fun. See, it's like, ooh. You know what? I want to make something more, a little bit more beautiful. So, I mean, this is sometimes you do math random just to see things moving when you want to test code. But to see something more beautiful, you can also do math sine. This is the sinus, sine or cosine. This is cosine, cosine of something, and cosine, you know that it goes like. So what are we gonna do cosine on? We're gonna do cosine on the time, and that way it's gonna keep increasing. The time, there's many expression for it. Okay, I can give you the one of them. Var time equals new date. I think it's time. Wait. Let me test it first. No. Get time. Get time. Okay. Okay. So what was it? Oh yeah. Let me paste. What? Oops. Okay. So this is what we had. Get time. So this was like a big number, right? That's because those are milliseconds. So I want to slow it down. So time, maybe divide by 1000. Let's see what it does. Oh, this is crap. I don't know. It works. It goes from 600 to minus 600. That's why. Okay. That's why it's like, oh, and then I think it doesn't handle negative numbers very well. Let's remedy that. So since it goes between plus 600 and minus 600, instead let's gonna multiply by 300. So it's gonna go between minus 300 and plus 300. And if we add 300 plus and put inside the parentheses, okay, 300 plus this number is gonna go between 0 and 600. Yes. Isn't that beautiful? Should go a little bit faster. I can decrease the interval. Oh yeah, it's much smoother. Oh, it didn't go faster, but it's smoother. Oh, okay, let me explain why. By decreasing the interval, I only decrease the refresh rate, but this number, I mean, it still depends on the time. The time is moving at the same speed. So if we want to make this thing go faster, then what should we do? Time, let's say divide by 100. Let's see. Oh yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, I hope you had fun watching this lesson. What can we do next? What can we do as an exercise? Um, well, you know what? I don't have a good idea. As an exercise, um, go on one of your favorite website where there's like any kind of form or everything, and just turn everything into passwords. Just for fun. Okay, yeah, that's all I can say. But I hope you enjoyed it, and next time we're gonna try something new. See ya.